Hi, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get some messages for you. Sagittarius. There could be a home change on the horizon. There could be trouble with this as well. You could be dealing with somebody who has lighter hair. Money will be coming to you, so that's great. Sagittarius. Maybe you met this person at work. There could be a lot of love here. Sagittarius. Thank you. There could be temporary issues with your work, or maybe temporary issues with this person. Maybe you need to stop being so aggressive or exerting so much effort in this area. Maybe it's better to kind of let it come to you type vibe. Let's see. Sagittarius, messages for Sagittarius people and placements. A meeting with a stranger could have been important in the past. You could have met this person. You guys could have been talking about creating something together, triumphing over obstacles. Messages for Sagittarius people and placements. Any messages from this deck? We have advice from a wise person in regards to work matters or maybe temporary issues that you could be facing. Messages for Sagittarius people and placements. These could have been lessons to be learned. That kind of made you stronger and better. Opportunities and windfalls. So there's something here to harvest as you get together with friends, or maybe together with friends. Maybe you're changing their luck around in order to change their real estate situations. Could be a path of money that is waiting for you in some sense. With a secret admirer. Best advice for Sag. Best advice. Thank you. Do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you're being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. You could be focusing on working on your relationships. Sagittarius, and other messages of advice from this deck. Clean energy food. Okay, interesting. So maybe you're improving the kind of intake of thoughts and energy and everything that you're consuming. Let's go with Sagittarius from this deck. Messages for Sagittarius people and placements. This could be a friend or like a new financial opportunity that you're investing in. You could be being direct about this, Sagittarius. This will lead to success and love, Sagittarius, and like self-love as well. Empress energy here. Messages. The Empress could be relevant for coming above triumphing over obstacles, maybe taking control back over your situation. These lessons and frustrations could have only made you stronger, a better hunter. Messages for Sag. They could be helping you to rectify a situation and bring more clarity after a period of upheaval. And home matters, maybe moving into a more secure home or area like that. You could be making a judgment call in some sense to maybe disconnect emotionally, but still, or make a judgment call to go towards this person. Juggle priorities. Maybe be more open to communication. Let's see, what is ahead? What is coming for Sagittarius' future? Can you tell us about their future? Maybe more clarity after a period of confusion could be coming to you. Let's see, best advice for Sagittarius. Best advice for Sagittarius, people and placements. Best advice for Sagittarius, people and placements advice. Sagittarius, best advice for Sagittarius at this time. Sagittarius, best advice from this deck. Don't really feel super guided to this deck right now, honestly. Maybe there's a level of more authenticity coming through as well. Maybe you're not glamorizing anything as much as you used to, being more authentic and real and seeing if it still sticks. Sagittarius. You could be coming out of control tactics. That's awesome. Maybe you were controlling love. And also, it looks like there's more authenticity and less superficiality here in this connection, more honesty with a friend or someone you met from work. There's more vulnerability here, which is great, which will allow more breakthrough and more honesty and knowing how to move forward, especially if people are having self-esteem issues or self-worth issues. It might be better to just reveal that in order to have compassion for it and move beyond it. So let's see. Feeling called to these a bit. Messages for Sagittarius people in placements. Messages for Sagittarius. Could be having fast growth. Sagittarius messages for fast. Messages for Sagittarius. Maybe you're considering getting a dog. Messages for Sagittarius. Maybe the person who's becoming more vulnerable is very pale. This could be your current partner, or you could be their current partner. There could be people defending you, Sagittarius. Messages for Sag. Maybe you don't need to be as guarded as you thought you were. Like maybe you're used to having to be guarded, not trust anybody in relationships. But maybe there's kind of a need to let down the guard with this person. Messages for Sagittarius people in placements. You could be becoming or coming out of stress towards love. Maybe you're having more peace and clarity in regards to love. A sibling or a cousin could be watching over you as well. Messages for Sagittarius, helping you to leave behind maybe toxic emotional patterns. Sagittarius. Somebody here could have a dog or wants a dog. Or maybe they're really like attached to their dog or something like that. Best advice for Sag today. Best advice. Sagittarius, best advice. Chills. Okay, we'll look at that. There's a need to still pay attention to omens as well. Signs around you. Wake up call, awareness, and warning. Your body is an intelligent being providing you with warning signs when you're in danger. Chills are one of these signs, and they warn you to seek shelter and warmth so you don't freeze. And they can also be confirmations. It's all up to you how you interpret chills. Just like the body, your soul provides you with warning signs in the form of intuition and gut feelings that tell you something isn't right. Sacred soul, your awareness is needed now. You may be heading into a situation that can be avoided. There are red flags and clues that you have been ignoring. You may have felt the creepy feeling that something is off, but without proof, your ego tries to convince you that your feelings are misguided or premature. Do not dismiss what you feel. There is still time to seek shelter from the cold before getting caught at night in the snow. You got this a few days ago as well, so I think we're going to go ahead and clarify exactly what you should be watching out for, what you should be wary of. Is there something you need to warn Sagittarius about? What are you warning Sagittarius about? What is the warning? Some kind of truth or communication about leaving something behind, about personal contentment. Sagittarius, what are you warning them about? A lack of peace. Maybe somebody here, you need to leave behind people and establish boundaries and barriers between people that are stopping you from alchemizing and living in peace. Tell us more for Sag. Sagittarius, this warning, what is this warning about? What is the warning about for Sag? Tell us more. What is the warning for Sag? Some kind of conflict, somebody you've been fighting with, maybe a new start in a passionate sense. That's just for Sag. Maybe there's a lot of sex here, maybe. Sagittarius. Maybe there's some kind of denial, Sagittarius, about heartbreak. Maybe there's a need to rest more. Yeah, maybe there's an Aquarius here, or somebody's lying in some sense to you and you don't realize it. Maybe this is about a commitment. Maybe they're lying about a commitment. Sagittarius. Any other warnings? This could be impacting your finances, this love situation, or this lack of love, or maybe a choice in love. Sag. Yeah, there could be a lot of pain here that you might face, actually, as you work on this new beginning. Let's get your best advice for Sagittarius. Best advice for Sag. Best advice. Be careful of seeing things that are not there. So there's something hidden. Pisces energy here, illusions, especially in this new beginning here. There's some kind of illusions. There could be a need to kind of like change and you're not changing when you need to be changing or something like that. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Best advice, please, for Sag. Worrying changes nothing. Decide your next step. Sag. Believe in your personal power. We'll get you an animal oracle. Best advice for Sagittarius today. Best advice. Use your mind wisely. This could be about home matters and marriage matters. Be peace, okay? And also finances and independence here. And overcome obstacles. And Dear Spirit in the reverse, we'll read that. That's 18. Dear Spirit is bringing you a gentle warning that now is not the time to engage in an argument, no matter how volatile others are being. Do not match their intensity with your own. If you are dealing with an overly assertive person, step back and disengage, lest you agree to something out of alignment with intentions. Don't let anyone bully you into anything you're uncomfortable with. You have solid footing if you stand your ground with grace. Those who disagree will begin to find their own gentleness and a willingness to compromise. This could be in work matters too, or with Leo matters, or maybe somebody's having bad health. We do have so many planets retrograde. People could be feeling frazzled. Interesting. We also have Porcupine Spirit on the bottom of the deck, which is in reverse, and it says, are you feeling prickly or defensive lately, assuming you'll be hurt before you have seen any sign of such a reaction is called for? Perhaps an old sense of guilt or shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you're meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead bring abundance, happiness, and love. Remember your innocence. You will see what you have been overlooking. Porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is the time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. So try to see the positive in this situation. There could be misunderstandings and confusions here as well. Best advice for Sag. Best advice this time for Sagittarius. If you have any advice for Sagittarius, I don't think it's in this deck. Maybe it's in this deck over here. Best advice for Sagittarius people and placements. Ooh. Sagittarius. Any other messages for Sagittarius people and placements? There could be aggressive people because they're jealous of you in some sense, like maybe how innocent you are, or how optimistic you are, Sagittarius. This could be like somebody at work, or maybe like a friend, or like a Gemini influence, Mercury influence, Virgo influence. We do have Mercury in Virgo going retrograde, and then we have Mars and Jupiter also in Gemini being ruled by that Virgo in retrograde, that Mercury in retrograde. So it's an interesting time. We could be really more retrospective, but let's see, Contra. Oh, again, relax into your known, into your knowing, right? Willfulness and to force or control. We did see something about control there. So on some level, we all know when we are going against nature, we recognize it in the feelings of impatience or agitation that arise when trying to force certain outcomes. So this could be somebody around you as well. The Contra Naturam card arrives to remind the alchemist, it goes retrograde today, give me a break, to remind the alchemist they can't control the uncontrollable. Nature has a way of enveloping us with a wild narrative that we can collaborate in but not dictate. So just know that you should be going with the flow right now. No matter our efforts to manage every aspect of our lives, the mess ensues. Spring is soggy, the lotus requires mud. People do what they do. This card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of Mother Nature or of destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibilities awakens. Now is the time to be radically open to what nature has in store for you. So interesting. What we resist persists. Interesting. Think of this card as trying to force a square peg into a round hole. There's likely a solution waiting for you to see it. Shake things up, dance, tell a joke, and take a break. So don't take anything too seriously right now. You can do your best, but like technically, it's not really conductive. We've kind of got to operate towards our goals in a like less direct way at this time. Be mindful if this card appears with the Saturn or Iron card. All three indicate an overarching structure that might need revisioning. Yeah, there's a lot of revisioning when all the planets are being retrograde, basically. So many are retrograde. So best advice for Sagittarius. Best advice for Sag. Solve polluti and Cupio dissolve. So you could be cleansing yourself from like maybe relationships or dynamics that are not healthy for you, that were not serving you. We'll get you a piece of advice. Most important, vital piece of advice from this deck for Sagittarius. Let's see. We have 3 of gifts. That's interesting. But it's kind of in the reverse, which could mean like not working with somebody or not giving to somebody might be a good idea as well. We'll go ahead and see what the book says more specifically. Okay, I just hit it. Perfect. It basically opened right to it. Amen, amen, amen. Okay. When the heart has gone out of a situation, you need to reassess your position of how tenable it actually is. Maybe now is the right time to put wheels in motion and make change for your own sanity, if not for that of others. So maybe somebody else is losing their sanity with you as well. You could be detached from this already, you know, like we have self-polluted here and QPO dissolving. This could be a this could be something that's maybe you're just like not feeling attached to whatever you're investing in at this time, and that's okay. I mean, that's the first step to leaving something behind, I think. We need to detach so that, you know, we can't just exit out of the situation when we're so attached. Still, it's really hard. But if you're already becoming detached, I mean, it could be helping you leave a situation as well. Messages for Sagittarius. Okay, let's see. Maybe you're feeling like a lot of this, you know, Pisces energy with Saturn and Neptune in retrograde, you know, kind of foggy, but you're kind of just melancholic, wanting to escape, maybe you want to analyze something, or you have to go deep for the actual solution or the breakthrough. So you have poised in the reverse. You're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than wish you had later. This could be in regards to shared finances or shared financial opportunities, Scorpio Taurus energy. Maybe you need to take control of your finances. What lies ahead for Sagittarius? Oh, we already kind of pulled this deck. Okay, let's grab a few extra messages from here. Sagittarius messages. Just realized we have a card there. Sagittarius. Yeah, you're basically coming out of love with somebody, maybe in some sense. Maybe you're focusing more on your work or your health or your daily routines at this time. Yeah, so maybe you're ending something or deciding not to move forward with something right now, at least. It's not a good time to move forward probably with it right now anyways, so it's probably wise. Best advice for Sagittarius people in placements, best advice. Let's see, 28 in reverse. You are being guided to get clarity on what it is you want before attempting to manifest it. One of the biggest killers of magic is confusion. The universe can't give you what you want if you don't know what it is. I mean, that's why the new moon in Leo yesterday with the Mercury going retrograde today is kind of strange, because people are feeling super confused, but we have a new start, a new something is growing, but we don't exactly see clearly what it is, right? So there could be still like a lot of that shake up, getting rid of stuff that no longer serves us so we can gain clarity. The universe can't give you what you want if you don't know what it is. Making a potion or working a spell first starts with intention. And don't overthink your craft. Sometimes you have to go with what you feel and trust what is right for you. That is right for you. Okay, that could be for real estate specifically, maybe job matters as well. And lastly, marriage matters as well. I'll get a rune. Messages for Sagittarius people in placements. A rune to leave them with to reflect on the most important themes that you'd like to think about for Sagittarius. Any runes here for Sag? We have Gebo, so this is about give and take dynamics. This is about if this is what you actually desire and want. You could be receiving a gift from somebody as well, Sagittarius. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So maybe there's definitely a focus on your work at this time. We do have a strong Virgo influence, right, with Mercury and Virgo. Could be a time to go slower or even pause something. Like pace yourself, especially if vehicles are not working or like, you know, your communication's not working. This is basically a time to go within and recalibrate and just allow these transits to pass. Maybe there needs to be time here in some regard. Sagittarius, messages for Sag. Everything's about timing, right? Sagittarius. Passion, best debt. So maybe you're tapping into that or having passion for your work at this time, or just your daily routines and health, making sure that you're managing priorities. Maybe there's a new job for you. Maybe there's a need to protect yourself from negative forces, kind of like a cat does. Protects the home. Sagittarius, messages for Sagittarius, people, in placements, best advice. There could be a Gemini energy here. Maybe you're lying to a Gemini, or there's like a lack of proper communication or clarity with this person. The fire within me burns through all blocks and fears. Maybe there is some kind of emotional fear in communication and relationships as well. Um, and if there's a lack of communication, there could be more confusion, right? So there could be a higher wisdom that needs to be had about self-esteem, leadership abilities, your emotions in general, what you want to actually manifest in your real estate life. How do you want that to look? What are your goals in regards to that? Let's see. It will get like a yes or no question. Ask a question, we'll get an answer. Sagittarius, answer for the collective's question that they're posing. What is the answer for the collective's question? Okay, maybe there's a need to stop juggling so many priorities, kind of focus something down. Um, Maybe take more of an independent kind of role in this thing, especially if something's not balanced here in general. Maybe you can't rely on something. Maybe there's a lack of commitment here, a lack of like shared belief systems as well. But I hope this reading helped you. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thanks. Take care.